Hi, my name is Ryan Lane, and welcome to my review channel. So for today's movie, I will be reviewing Dan Da Dan, First Encounter, directed by Fūga Yamashiro and starring Shion Wakayama and Natsuki Hanae. So, following a breakup with her misogynist boyfriend, high schooler Momo, played by Shion Wakayama, finds herself intrigued by Okarun, played by Natsuki Hanae, an otaku who's fascinated by UAPs, formerly known as UFOs, and the occult in general, specifically American occult in general. Skeptical of aliens, but believing in ghosts, the two challenge each other to visit a haunted tunnel and a hospital rumored to be the center of paranormal activity. This ends up leaving Okarun cursed in more ways than one and lacking in a certain appendage, and Momo with enhanced psychic powers. Desperate to lift the curse and resume their normal lives, Okarun and Momo team up to fight aliens and ghosts while having romance along the way. So the performances are all around well done. Shion Wakayama, she brings the laughs as Momo, a psychic who believes in ghosts yet is skeptical about aliens. Yeah, I guess one just precludes the existence of the other. And Natsuki Hanae, though he can be a tad much at times, he's compelling as Okarun, an otaku so desperate for friends he spends his free time calling for aliens on the top of his school. Nana Mizuki, she steals the show as Siko, a spirit medium grandma who fights evil spirits, watches daytime TV, and doesn't believe in aliens. In that order. So, I have some mixed feelings about the screenplay. On the plus side, it features witty dialogue that blends the darker elements with the juvenile humor quite well. The pacing, though a touch episodic at times, is otherwise well done and keeps the plot moving as fast as the characters do. But then there's the film's attempts at drama. When the film tries to pull off the dramatic moments between Momo and Okarun, they don't work nearly as well as the film clearly wants them to. It's like they clearly want to tug on the heartstrings right before they do a punchline, but I don't know, these characters, they've barely known each other for so little that like it makes the drama kind of fall flat. It's, again, like I said, it's not terrible, it's just not as good as the film clearly aspires to. The writing is much more successful when mining their interactions for comedy, and it proves itself to be much more competent at mining pathos from Momo and her grandma's interactions. And then there's arguably the biggest issue, the runtime. So it should be noted that while the Cinemark I saw this movie at listed the runtime as an hour 23, it is worth noting that a solid 20 minutes of the runtime are at the very beginning are dedicated to behind the scenes interview footage, which, well, not terrible. I mean, at one point halfway through I was like, okay, this is nice to know, but can we get to the actual movie, please? And yeah, so essentially this film is more about an hour, I'd say, and it just feels too short. I mean, it's a nice problem to have when one wishes a movie had a longer runtime, but on the other hand, the film ends on such an abrupt cliffhanger that I can't help but feel I was cheated out of a proper ending. And while it's tempting to defend this ending based on it being a preview for a TV show that will be premiering this October, I don't think that's a good excuse. Say what you will about its quality, but the Star Wars The Clone Wars movie served as both a preview for the significantly proved, I might add, TV show, while also providing a proper, if somewhat anticlimactic, resolution. So easily the best part of the movie is the visuals. The film gets creative with its use of color scheme and frame rate for the various battles and emotional beats. Bombastic action set pieces feature fluid animation while resorting to a much more blockier style for certain facial expressions, and each alien and or ghost has its own unique visual style, with Turbo Granny having a particularly striking / grotesque visual palette. So though it features committed performances and a funny, irreverent tone, First Encounter is weighed down by the unwise choice to limit the runtime to 83 minutes, including the behind-the-scenes footage. So with all that in mind, I will be giving Dan Da Dan First Encounter 3 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. If you like this review and would like to see more like it, Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And for today's comment section prompt of the day, what is your favorite volume of the Dan Da Dan manga and why?